my book and wax friends. I'm Amber. If you're new, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. Today's video is all about my TBR jar, picking my prompts, the prompts for the books that I plan on reading during the month of January. Happy New Year. First of all, so I've switched up all my books and I am looking forward to seeing what my jar picks for me. This is always fun for me to do. I love having an official list, even if I also do mood reading. I like to have like an official list as well to pick from. So let's jump into it. I now only pick 6 books. That way it does allow me a little more flexibility in regards to my mood reading. So we're going to pick 6 prompts and see what we get from my lovely TBR little bookshelf that I have right here. So first prompt is a book with a quest. Okay, a book with a quest. I'm pretty sure this one still has a quest in it. So this is the final book in the Witchlands novel, Susan Dennard's book. Let's see what else. Oh, for sure, Hero of Ages, I'm pretty sure has a quest. Wonder if Language of Dragons does. Language of Dragons, possibly. Is there a quest in this? I don't think so. Let's see. How about A Forbidden Alchemy? Does this one have a quest? Let's see. It is about, possibly, because it talks about it talks about her aiding him. I think we'll decide between these 3. So Witchlight, the final book in the Witchlands novel series. Hero of Ages. I think I'm going to cut this one out just because I've been putting it off. I'm going to put it off again. I do want to read it, but I think I want to read it in February is what my goal is, I think. And then A Forbidden Alchemy. Okay, so of the 2, if I read this, it'll be finishing a series. I've been like anxiously waiting for this for like 3 years or so. And so I think I'm going to go with this. So Witchlight by Susan Dennard, and we'll go over the synopsis a little bit more at the end after I pick them all. So first book down, Witchlight. And let's put this one back. All right. Second pick. Let's get down here. Oh, there might be 2 here. Okay, here we go. All right, multiple POVs. So multiple points of view. That could be a lot of them. This one might have multiple. Let's see. No, that looks like it's 3rd person. I just see chapter headings. How about the bookshop below? Does this one have multiple POVs? Let's see, chapter 1. No, those are just chapter numbers as well. How about Language of Dragons again? Let's see. Does this have multiple POVs? This might be a little harder than I thought it would be. No, those are just... Dang. Let's look through this. I will come back with some books. So stay tuned because this is taking a little longer than I thought it would. Okay, I found 2 options from my TBR cart. The first one again is A Forbidden Alchemy. This one does have multiple POVs, at least 2, I know. And then this one, The Blonde Who Came In From the Cold by Allie Carter, which is the 2nd book in her The Blonde Identity series. So of the 2, I do really want to read this one, but since the other one I just picked is a fantasy, I'm going to go with this one. The Blonde Who Came In From the Cold by Allie Carter. This one works for the prompt, multiple POVs. Okay, next up, pick number 3. Let's look and see what I got. Okay, set in the summer. I don't have any. I honestly do not want to do this one. I'm a very seasonal reader. That does not appeal to me. And I don't know if I have any on my cart right now that are, possibly I do. But I honestly don't want to do that one, so I'm going to cut it out. Let's try a different one. Okay, prompt number 3. Historical fiction. Ooh, historical fiction. I have historical fantasy. I don't know if I have any that are considered historical fiction, though. Dang. Oh, I do, actually. I do. Yay. And technically, I have this one as well. So, Northanger I can talk, really, I can. Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. When she wrote it, it wasn't historical, but for us now, it is a classic. So that does make it historical fiction. So there's that option. Or there is Rules for Ruin by Mimi Matthews, which it takes place, I think, during the Empire period, the Regency era, or maybe later during the Victorian era. Okay, I do know I want to read this one, but if we're getting super technical, this really wasn't historical fiction when Jane Austen wrote it. So I think I will go with Rules for Ruin by Mimi Matthews. I'm really looking forward to this one. It looks like it will be super fun. It looks like it's the first book in a new series or semi-new series called The Crinoline Academy. So yeah, Rules for Ruin for historical fiction. All right, now 3 more. Let's see what we're gonna get now. Okay, next one is, okay, this one is shortest book on my TBR. Ooh, shortest book. That one, let's look through these and see. I'm looking at the ones that look like they might be shorter. Okay, this one with the epilogue, Baby Dragon Cafe, is 309. Let's see what Northanger Abbey is. Northanger Abbey is, ooh, this one probably will be at 210. That one is probably what it is. But I'm still going to look because this one seems pretty thin. Beyond the Filigree Wall is, let's look and see on this one what this one is. Oh, let's see. 244. So what did I say? This one was 202 Northanger Abbey. Yeah, 210. I don't think I'm going to get any shorter than this one for sure on my TBR. So good. I'm glad I didn't pick it for Rules for Ruin or the last prompt. So Northanger Abbey, I'm excited because this was my choice in regards to Jane Austen January this month, or January as it's being called. I've never read Northanger Abbey. I've seen some movies, but I've never read the actual book. So yeah, Northanger Abbey, that works out perfectly. Okay, the next prompt, we have 2 more. So let's see now what I'm going to get. This one is a bird on the cover. A bird on the cover. Do I have any with birds? I have dragons. Is there any birds on this one? I'm not seeing birds. I see trees, but not birds. And that's a dragon, so not a bird. The other word post, there's feathers and butterflies. Are there birds or moths? No, no birds. Seriously? Do I have none? Do I have none with birds? None with birds. Let's see. No birds. How about this one? Does this one have birds? That one has a jackalope, but not birds. No birds on that one. That is not going to do me any good. How about this? So this is my special edition of Wild Reverence. Let's see. Do we have birds? We have flowers. I can't believe I don't have any that have birds. That's just crazy to me. Out of everything on the TBR, and none of them have birds. What is going on? That is so silly. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick a different prompt because nothing that I have here has birds on the cover. What in the world? Okay, no birds. So we're gonna have to choose something else. All right, let's see. That's just surprising to me that I wouldn't have any that have birds. Okay, a pink cover. I can do that one. A pink cover for sure, my phony Valentine, although I was hoping to kind of save that for February. Beyond the Filigree Wall for sure is pink. And then I have this one, a little bit of pink, but that's not enough. So I think of these two, since I want to save my phony Valentine for February, we're going to go with Beyond the Filigree Wall. So yay, I'm excited about this because I've had this one. I bought it like 2 years ago and have never gotten around to it. So I did put this on my priority reads, my yearly TBR, which I will be sharing that video soon. But this is one of the ones that I wanted to make a priority. So I'm excited to finally be getting to this book, Beyond the Filigree Wall by Melissa Wright. So that means we just have one more prompt, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, one more. Let's pick the last book, you guys. And this one just fell. And that, let me put this one back in. Okay, let's try again. All right, what is this? A novella. Do I even have any novellas? I don't think I have any novellas right now. I had novellas for Christmas time, but I don't think I have any. Yeah, that one's not gonna work. Wow, we are having some issues. We're gonna try something else. Let's try something else, because no novellas right now. Okay, what's this one? Start a new series. Well, okay. I'm going to go with, I know, yes, this one's a new series, Language of Dragons, and A Forbidden Alchemy is a new series. I know, I think this one's a standalone, and I feel like the Otherwhere Post is a standalone. I'm not sure about the bookshop below. I'm not sure about some of these others. I think Fateless is a standalone. I know the Thorn Season is the beginning of a series. All right, I think oh yeah, and Baby Dragon Cafe. Do I want something cozy? Because this one is the start, I think, of it's an interconnected series, standalone series, but yes, okay. Now the question is, what am I feeling? Thorn Season did recently come out to where maybe I want to wait a minute because I just got this like in November, something like that. So I feel like the second book, I at least like to wait until Hopefully it's getting close to the second book to come out before I pick up. Most of the time. I try to anyway, because it's so hard. It's so hard to wait. So now I have 3. I know Language of Dragons, the second book, comes out in January if it hasn't come out yet, or it's about to come out. And I do really want to read this one. And I know of Forbidden Alchemy, the second book is coming out sometime at the beginning of this year, I'm pretty sure. And then I know the second book has already come out in this one, The Baby Dragon Cafe. I think because I have a couple new like fantasy series already. Well, a couple on my TBR already. I don't have a cozy type of fantasy yet. And so I'm going to go ahead and go with The Baby Dragon Cafe just to change things up a little bit. And yeah, it'll be the start to a new series. So if I love this one, then I know, like I said, the second book is out already. So that is my 6 books. Let's go over them together again. And I will talk about the synopses of these. So Witchlight is the final book in Susan Dennard's Witchlands epic fantasy, YA fantasy. And this series is so good. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 other books. This is the 5th book, but there's also a novella. So technically, I guess this is the 6th book too. So this is about a land where there are different types of witches with different types of magical abilities, like Truth Witch, Thread Witch, different Wind Witch, different types of abilities that they have. And 2 friends, Iseult and Safi, both have magical abilities. Specifically in the first book, Truth Witch, Safi is a Truth Witch, which is very rare. And she has hidden that ability because she kind of can be enslaved and used because of that ability that she has. And so her and her best friend Iseult kind of in that book go on the run a little bit, and that's where the story starts. So much happens. I'm so excited to finally get to this final book because I know it's going to be epic, and hopefully I can remember everything. I probably should have at least reread the series before, because like I said, it's been 3 years at least since the last book. But I'll do like a recap, or watch a recap, or read a recap of what happened in the last book, so I can at least get familiar with it before I read this. So Witchlight is number 1. Second was for a book with multiple POVs, multiple points of view. I went with Allie Carter's The Blonde Who Came In From the Cold. This is the second book in her The Blonde Identity series, and it's like a spy romp romance type of story. And in the first book, you have one identical twin sister. In this one, you have the other. And so this is about what happens after what happened in the first book with the sister, Alex. So I'm excited about that one. Then the next prompt I picked was for a historical fiction. Right? It was historical fiction. Yes, historical fiction. I went with Rules for Ruin by Mimi Matthews, which I know is historical fiction, romance type of story. And it takes place in London, and it has to do with some sort of academy. I think kind of like a spy type of academy called the Crinoline Academy. But I'll find out more about this once I read it. But it sounds like it'll be a really good start to a fun series. Then after that, for January, I'm glad I was able to fit this one in to my TBR. It was the shortest book on my TBR, and that is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. A book that I haven't read, a Jane Austen book I haven't read from her yet, and this is also on my yearly TBR, so I'm excited to be able to get to this one. So Northanger Abbey, I know it's about a girl who is very much into like gothic mystery type of books, and so this has a little bit of a humorous type of gothic spin to the story, as far as I know. A little bit of mystery, I think, in it as well. And of course, there's a romance. So Northanger Abbey, I'm excited for that one. Then next was a book with a pink cover. You can't dispute that this definitely has a pink cover. So this is Beyond the Filigree Wall by Melissa Wright, the first book in her Riven Wild series, and it is about a girl named Antonetta that wants to join the military, I guess, that guards the wall that keeps the Fae out. So the Fae are like enemies to the human world in this land, and she wants to join. But there is a rival named Gideon that is a problem in regards to her being able to be a part of the soldiers or something like that. So romance, rivals to lovers is what I'm assuming, and some fae fantasy along with it. So that seems like it will be really fun. And then last but not least, this was for Start a New Series. I chose a cozy fantasy that is The Baby Dragon Cafe by A.T. Qureshi. This is also on my yearly TBR. So again, stay tuned for that video. I will be posting it soon. And this is about a cafe that it says, welcome to the cutest and most complicated cafe in town. When Saphira opens her cafe for customers with pet baby dragons, excuse me, she isn't expecting it to be quite so hard to keep the fires burning. But her young dragon patrons keep incinerating the furniture, which means selling coffee isn't covering her costs. Then local heartthrob Aiden is a gardener, though his disobedient baby dragon is a major distraction from his beloved plants. However, Saphira's cafe gives him an idea. He'll ask Saphira to train his dragon and pay her enough to keep the cafe afloat. They know they're the answer to each other's problems, but happy-go-lucky Saphira and gorgeous but grumpy Aiden couldn't be more different. Can they find a way to work together, or maybe even ignite some fire of their own? So cute, cozy, fantasy, romance, seems adorable. So that is it. That's my official TBR for the month of January. And I'm happy with the stack for sure. It will be a good reading month, hopefully. So let me know down below in the comments what you plan on reading during the month of January. If you do an official TBR as well, let me know. If you have a video, I'd love to watch it. And please like and subscribe. I appreciate you all. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, take care. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.